5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hammer time!
Everybody, again, this is Mike. I am going to transition over to my hosting plus one screen. Here we go, boom. And I am joined by the lovely singles moderator, Nicole Robertson. She is on the Hammered hotline, as I like to call it, and I am live from the Taint Studios in Creedmoor, North Carolina. Actually, the ATB Studios. And we are coming to you on this snow day. Everybody's nestled and being lazy in their beds and watching TV or swiping. So we're going to do our best to try and get them off those phones and get off of those apps. Nicole, what do you think?
I think we need to get them off their phones for sure.
Let's get them off their phones. I got to stop reading the comments that are on the live stream right now because they're distracting me because... You know, I don't know about you, but I'm the kind of person when something is bothering me, it bothers me, and I can't get it out of my mind until I figure out the problem. All right. And why am I looking at your phone right now? Because right now, Nicole is like, you can hear her through my iPhone, which is propped up next to a microphone. And I'm looking at it right now, and she's got like kitty whiskers and kitten ears. What in the hell are you got going on over there? Are you seriously on Instagram right now?
No, I'm trying to be sexy.
No,
I'm not. I'm playing with the filters.
Oh, you know nobody can see you, right? They just see your Facebook profile picture that I've got posted. So.
I know, but I can see myself, and it's kind of cute. So.
All right, yeah, I'm not going to lie. It's kind of cute. All right. So I will like screenshot that, and I'll post it for everybody later in case they want to see it. All right, so what we got going on tonight, we figured this would be a great night since everybody is home and bored, and this is like the hot time of the night to get everyone's attention. We would go over the ATB rules, Nicole. So much fun. What do you think? Yeah.
It is fun because they are always getting broken, so I think it's fun to go over them.
Yeah, so, and we're over 3,000 members as of yesterday. So I'm thinking a lot of these newbies don't even know what Pineapple Friday is. They don't know about Don't Be Easily Offended because, you know, we get lots of notifications weekly of people that are reporting posts that shouldn't be reported. So I think we need to cover this stuff. What do you think?
Okay, yeah, so I agree, and I think maybe we should start with like the Pineapple Friday because we get so many questions about that from the newbies. Like, what is it? And I was kind of confused too when I first came on. So we should probably talk about that and where you look and where you can go into your spam filter because that's usually where they go.
So when ATB was founded back in September 16, 2018, I don't even remember exactly why I came up with this, but it just sounded like a cool idea at the time. I decided that we were going to take pineapples and we were going to send them to people that we were interested in, that maybe we had a crush on. It's kind of like an icebreaker. A pineapple is a symbol of welcoming and hospitality. When you send a pineapple to someone, it means you want to break the ice. If a guy sends a pineapple to a girl, it means he wants to say hi, he's interested in you. Now, the proper way to respond to a pineapple, if you are not willing to send one back or you're not receiving it well, just say thank you.
I'm very flattered. When I get a pineapple, it really does flatter me. It doesn't matter who it's from. It means something to me. So just to say thank you and acknowledge it, I think is very important.
Yeah, just say thanks and I appreciate it. That was very thoughtful. And that's it. You can just leave it at there. Now, that being said, guys and girls, if you get that kind of response, that doesn't mean, bam, bam, bam. Don't keep bombarding that person with messages. If they say thank you but no thanks or something along those lines, if you see a lot of blue message bubbles on one side, that means you probably need to walk away. Yeah, so guys and girls, if a pineapple is not received well, Just let it go. There's no need to like keep thinking that one day she's gonna like my message that says, "So you don't like my pineapple? Please take my pineapple." And if you keep sending her pineapples every Friday and you don't get any response, I mean, come on, man, really, just let it go, let it go, let it go.
Let it go. Yeah, so you should definitely let it go, but also know that a lot of people don't get their pineapples because they go to spam filter, which, again, I think you click on something in the messages app and it shows you the spam folks, and I let a lot of pineapples go because I didn't know they were there. But please do check that, and also at least like Mike said, acknowledge the people that do send you something, because I honestly have never sent a pineapple, but if I did and I didn't even get a response, that would really hurt my feelings, for sure.
And you know what? I have learned, a lot of people say, I don't know how to check my other inbox. Well, let me tell you something. I never fixed any settings on my phone. It just happens. Whenever I get something in my other inbox, I get a notification. It comes up at the top of my screen. Now, maybe you need to go inside your iPhone settings where your notifications will come across the middle of the screen or the top of the screen or whatever. I don't know. But I know I get notifications from my other inbox. So you do get them. So it's pretty easy to check. Did we just cover Pineapple Friday?
We did, but I want to know, Mike, how many pineapples do you get?
I get like 2 pineapples a month.
That's it. I don't believe
that's not even a lie. No, it's not even a lie. So here's everybody's got this thing. Oh, you get so many pineapples. I do not. I don't. For most of the time, I don't get any on Friday. None at all. I might get 1 or 2, but you know, and they're sweet and they're cute. But it's okay as long as other people are getting their pineapples and they're getting in relationships and all that stuff. I'm happy. You get your pineapples, I'm fine. You know what time it is. It's time for the boring ass rules. The boring ass rules. All right. So, because I'm producing, I need to like scroll over to my desktop, click on this so I can see it. And let me know when you can see them on your live feed, Nicole, and we'll start here. All right. So, don't be easily offended. Now, I'm going to like read it out, Nicole, and then you tell me, you give me a female's perspective on these rules, okay? So, don't be easily offended. Feel free to post whatever you want as long as it's not targeting a specific person or group. However, don't be excessive. More than 3 a day. This is not a bros group, and you must have thick skin. All right. Oh, and we do not post triple X pictures. So if there's any genitalia, we're probably going to remove it from the group and give you a warning. Well, what's your take on don't be easily offended?
So I think it's important. I mean, there's 3,000 plus members. Everybody has a different perspective and a feeling on things. So it is important to keep an open mind. And if you're uncomfortable with something or you don't like it, don't report it, number one. If you feel uncomfortable, you can always email or text one of the moderators. But I would say just keep scrolling.
Yeah, just keep on scrolling.
This is a group that it's supposed to reach out to everybody. Yeah.
Now, I do want to touch on this. This has arisen a lot within the moderator chat and singles lately, and that's people that post more than 10 memes a day or 10 comments a day. I mean, it says 3 in the rules. No more than 3 a day. And you know what? Come on. I mean, we'll give you a little leniency as long as you space them out. But if you're a machine gun poster and you post 10 to 20 freaking memes a day, I know, I get it. You're trying to make a name for yourself. You're trying to put yourself out there. But, I mean, it kind of reflects on you bad, and it clogs up the feed. It makes it impossible to find stuff that we want to find that may be interesting posts that someone posted earlier that day. So if you're an excessive poster, this is your warning, okay? Because we really hate to mute people, and we don't want to boot people for posting in a group. Trust me, but come on. You got to just tone it down a little bit.
Yeah, it's totally fair. And I think also, too, when we say post, we don't mean like commenting on somebody else's post. We mean specifically like putting a post onto the site. because we think it's great that people are engaging in other folks' posts. I mean, that's what we're all here for, to respond and comment. But if you're constantly posting and somebody is trying to pull up a feed, it's hard for them to see everyone else. So 100% agree.
Especially if they're like borderline pornographic posts and you're just trying to be funny. We get it. We know we're not stupid. We weren't born on the rocks. We get what you're doing. All right, here we go. Rule number 2. No hate speech, bullying, or racial term use. Okay, so make sure everyone feels safe. Bullying of any kind isn't allowed, and degrading comments about things like race, religion, culture, sexual orientation, gender, or identity will not be tolerated. We have made keywords in singles. If these keywords are typed, they are going to notify us. And I'm telling you, we've got just about every racial slur, racial word, cuss word, everything. It's notifying us. And let's just move on to number 3. We've got no negative posting or blocking moderators. All right, so any posts that are deemed negative by admin will be removed immediately. Posts that stir the pot, woe is me exit posts, these posts will get you a 3-day mute.
Okay, so yeah, you can't block a mod, number one. That defeats the purpose of us being here. And if it's negative, like, you can't just... that one is self-explanatory too. You can't post negative things. I mean, it's just wrong. So that's my take. Sorry, I don't have a lot of information on that one. Just don't do it.
If you're friends with someone and then you block them and then I make them a moderator, okay, that's fine. That's fine. You can get away with that. You're kind of grandfathered in. But if you block somebody from inside the group once they're a moderator, then that's means of removal. And that's just common sense. And, no negative posting, no woe is me's, and no like, oh my God, I hate this group, I need to leave it, and screw y'all, ATB. You've done nothing but suck the life out of me. Okay, we get it. But we're going to remove your post. And I think we've beat that horse enough. Yeah. Oh, damn.
Yeah, and I think so too. Can I say one more thing?
So yes.
If you're going to bitch and moan, post it on your personal page, but don't mention ATB. But also, like Mike said, if you're going to leave the group for any reason, I don't think it's necessary that you're like, I'm leaving the group, I got engaged, or I'm in a relationship, and then you're back in 2 weeks. I think that's kind of silly. If you're going to leave the group, we still have the socials group. We have so many amazing groups. I don't know that it's important for you to like post something like that.
Yeah. You're exactly right. And I have a question for you. What's your favorite sexual position?
Oh, okay. So, speaking of, honestly, I don't... do you really want to know?
No, of course. I asked a question. Let's go for it. Let's just see how many people we get. Let's see if viewers just pop up now.
I just really like to have sex in like public. Like, not necessarily with people watching me, but I don't really care what position it is. I mean, I prefer it from the back, but if it were out in the public, I think that would be really cool.
So, in the back, from the back, in public. Wow. Okay, this is... from the back, in public. Wow. So, what are we talking here? Are we talking like inside a mall, like dressing room, or are we talking about behind a store, or like in a park at nighttime, or like?
Okay, yeah, that would work. The park, or like the beach, or just spontaneously in the bathroom somewhere. Or I think the best place I did it was in church, or like at a wedding. I was at a wedding and we like snuck off. Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Actually inside the church, or were you like in a building outside the church, like the food hall or congregation area? Or you were actually in the church?
No, it was in the church.
In the church, like on the pew, like. Oh my Lord! No pun intended. All right.
It was in the confessional, actually. Yeah, there's confessionals, so I'm a Catholic, so yeah, it's in that area.
Wait, hold on. Let me take a sip of this.
All right.
Wow. So everybody.
All our viewers.
So if Nicole Robertson asks you to go to church, you better buckle up. You never know what you're going to get. All right, there we go. That was a nice little break. Let's get back to the rules here because they're so much fun. All right, so We're just going to just tap these in the head and we'll keep on moving. This is self-explanatory. Must have a profile pic. Okay, I get it. You know, I approve all the members into SOT, singles of the triangle. If you have a profile pic, I'll let you in if you answer all the questions. But I know people get inside and then they change their profile pics. Give me a break. There's really nothing we can do. There's only like 6 of us and there's 3,000 some members. We can't police everybody. Let's just move right. We don't need to hit that anymore. Rule number 6, no charities, spamming, or fundraising allowed. If you want to do that, I would say go to socials. And socials, that's allowed. And spamming, of course, that's not tolerated. Fundraising, like I said, in socials, as long as it's approved by a moderator. You got anything to add on that, Nicole, or you just want to talk about church sex?
I don't know. I'm not getting any sex, but we can still talk about sex. That's fine with me. I think we're done with the rules.
It's okay. Well, Lisa's got a pretty good comment here. She goes, you can hide a person's feed if it's someone who offends you or you think they're posting too much. Solves a lot of issues without blocking. That is true. You will never see that person again. So a lot of things that people post annoy the hell out of me. So I just I don't unfriend them, but I unfollow them so I don't have to see their stuff on my personal page. And guess what? They don't know that I can't see that stuff. It's beautiful, you know? It's a wonderful thing about Facebook. You can block people or you can unfollow them, and you don't have to see what's going on. All right. And Novak, sinning and confessing all in one shot. You go, Nicole. Nicole, we were on rule number 6. No, I'm sorry. We had just finished number 6, and we are moving to number 7. No pity parties. What do you think about that one? No pity parties. Before I even read it, I want to hear what you think it is.
A pity party would be woe is me. Again, woe is me. I don't want to, I want to complain. I'm not happy. Oh, this is the best one. This guy or this girl that I dated on ATB screwed me over, and I'm not going to say their name, but da-da-da-da-da. That is the worst one. I don't know. I've read several of those feeds where they don't mention the person's name, but they say, "Oh, this person I dated on ATB." That is so wrong in so many ways. So,
yeah. So here's how it's defined in the rules. No pity parties. This is not a forum to drop your negative posts. We promote positivity and want to uplift members. So we hear or see a lot of negative posts every day. We get it. Not everybody's going to be happy with how ATB is run or their experiences. Everyone's going to have a different experience inside the group. Some people are more of an extrovert. You know, they're going to go out. They're going to introduce themselves to people. They're going to put themselves out there. But anyway, some people are introverts. They're going to hide. They're going to be in their shell. When they go to events, they're not going to talk to anyone. They're going to stand around. They're going to watch. And they're not going to put themselves out there. Okay? It's 2 different people, Nicole, right? It's 2 different people. Everybody's going to have a different experience. So when you have those bad experiences because you're not putting yourself out there, you're not doing what it takes to introduce yourself and to become a member of these tribes or these little small families that are being made within ATB, don't get on the group and make these long novelesque posts that say, oh my God, nobody in here was nice. Everybody treated me like an outsider. There was tribes everywhere. There was little cliques. It doesn't happen overnight. You have to keep going to these things, and you have to make the effort. You know, you can't just go out there and expect after one event, oh my God, I got best friends for lives now. You know, that's just not how it happens.
I think that's good. I think we should talk about, can I ask a question that's not related to the rules?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so there's so many women on here, and I think that this is a really good question to ask. With all the women, if you are listening right now, I think it would be cool to post if you're using a dildo. Can you describe what that dildo is and why it's why you like it? Because I've gotten 3 people that texted me recently that Mike is looking at me like I'm crazy.
All right, hold on. Let's just wait a second because I want this question that you just asked to be a whole different topic. All right, so wait. Okay. So we're going to close No Pity Parties right now. All right. We're closing it. All right, so we're going to cut the talk on the No Pity Parties. And I'm going to give the floor to Nicole now so she can talk about her dildo. All right.
No. Well, I was trying so many women at the time. So Kevin said, what about dildo pity parties? That would be great. All I'm trying to ask is if there's a girl out there that wants to share what they're using, that would be wonderful to us other ladies that aren't getting any. Specifically, I have two friends that are too embarrassed to go into like Adam and Eve or something, and it would be kind of cool to know what they're using. I don't know. You're really red. Oh, that's you, Mike.
I don't think I'm red. I think maybe that's the wine. I don't know why I'd be blushing over a dildo. I'm still trying to understand the question. So you're asking other women what they use, right? Like, yes. What's their main brand?
Specifically, if you could post a picture. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
you want post a picture or something in the feed?
I don't. Can you do that? I don't think you can post pictures in the feed. Well, you know what? If you can post pictures in the feed, please go ahead. By all means, post away. I think there was a picture that was posted in Singles a few days back. It was like all these penises, and it was like 1 through 10, and like, what's your type? You know what? Y'all are some lying ass women out there. Y'all wish y'all had had some of those, because y'all know it was like that little bitty one. It was like this long is the one that, wait, where's my camera at? Where can it see me? Oh, right here. It's like that long. That's the one y'all usually get. Talking about y'all had the freaking 10. It was like, oh, get out of here. I ain't trying to hear that shit. All right, anyway.
Mike, that was the best. That was the best. We got so many kicks out of that because a lot of the women were choosing like 2 different ones, and that was hilarious. I think it was the one with the penises. There were like you said, there were like 10 or 15 penises. Yeah, that was crazy. And you said somebody said there was one that had a face on it.
No, that was me. I said one that like it had a face on it. All right, so can we move on? Do you want to?
We got one.
What? We do? What?
We got one. Bluetooth remote controlled. Even works over the internet. There's a Bluetooth remote controlled dildo. Is there a link? Oh, the rabbit? We got the rabbit too. So
why are guys knowing this?
My friend, but me personally.
No, I was expecting women to like tell me this stuff. I get it. Okay, whatever floats your boat. It's all good.
Here we go.
All right.
These are girls. Kevin's the only guy so far. The rabbit. So the thing with
Lisa
me personally is I don't like the big ones. I like the small ones.
Wait, so what'd you just say?
Give an example of each. That would be great.
Did y'all just hear Nicole say she doesn't like the big ones? So look, all you guys with small penises out there, you have a chance with Nicole Robertson. Just send her that pineapple with a small eggplant.
Let me rephrase that.
Okay. All right. So we got people. Bluetooth only has a maximum range of 30 feet. Oh, so why are you going to need more than 30 feet if? Oh.
The Bluetooth? No. Actually, I think I have. I've tried one of those, and you can use it with a phone. Oh, there's a clip. What is that? Yeah, I like the small things, like the what did they call it? What's the word, Mike? Clitorial? Like, I'm not good with words. Mark knows that. What is it? Clitorial stimulation or something?
Wait a second.
Micro penis? Oh my gosh.
Michael Kirkall, I hope I said your name right, but he just astonished me with this comment. It's wearable. Mike, you can stimulate her over the internet. Great for long distance relationships. I don't know. That's just not my cup of tea. I can't do that. I need to like have contact. I need flesh on flesh. Bluetooth, I mean, I get it. Technology is going so far these days, but it just doesn't do that for me. I need skin on skin contact. That's just me. Maybe Nicole can do that, but I can't do it.
What is a Hayachi magic wand? Holy, that sounds like Chinese food or something. Hayachi magic wand?
Hitachi Magic Wand, the one and only. Alan says only you, Nicole Robertson. We vibe. It uses an app, Chris Michelle. All right, so hey, let's. We're gonna do a timeout. We're gonna get back on track here because we are here to discuss the ATB rules because I know there's some newbies out there that need to know these rules, and we are going to put those rules in their head right now. Rule number 8 is no politics, religion, or drug talk. Now, what do you think that means, Nicole?
Well, I think that means no politics, no talking presidential stuff, no drug talk. You said drugs, right?
Drugs,
so that would mean,
drogas.
Yeah, like we don't want to see weed and like coke and all that stuff on there. Self-explanatory. Yeah,
so like if you post a meme and it's got Trump, if you post a meme and it's got Obama, even if it doesn't have a political like tone to it, we're still going to remove it and we're still going to give you a warning because what it could cause is a uproar and it could offend somebody. And I know rule number 1 is don't be easily offended, but if you post something that's politically connected, then it doesn't matter about rule 1. It's going to be removed. And it's same thing with religion. You post anything with a deity, Jesus, Buddha. All right, so if you talk about 420, marijuana, coke, Nicole already said all this earlier. So, yeah, that's basically that rule in a nutshell. So, back to you, Nicole. You got anything else you want to share with us about your sexual life?
The lack of? Sure. So, I would like to know, I don't know, I want to hear from the guys.
I don't think there's only like a couple of guys out there actually listening to this right now.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at them, but they're being shy.
Oh, so we've got a comment by Eric Simrell that's kind of pertinent to what we were just discussing. Eric asks if memes are constant with people on said drugs, should they be removed? So here's what you need to do, Eric. You need to report that to a moderator and let it come to our attention. Because you know what? I mean, there's 3,000 folks in the group. We can't police everything ourselves. So we need members' help. So you've got to let us know when something like that is posted. Flag it, and then we'll take care of it. Okay? Hope that answers your question. And Jazz, of course, she uses that. You know what? I bet her electric bill is skyrocketed as much as she uses her electric dildo. Love you, Jazz. All right. So we were just on rule number 8. We're moving on to number 9. I feel like we skipped a rule. I feel like we didn't touch on rule 4. But
what was rule 4?
It was privacy of group content and PMs. I feel like we skipped that one.
Oh, that's important.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good one.
Well, we're gonna like combine rule 4 and rule 9. Rule number 4: privacy of group content and PMs, and rule number 9: respect everyone's privacy. Kind of go together. So, if content from ATB is shared to someone outside of the group, you will be removed. If you share private text or direct messages that show photos or the name of the person, you will be removed. All right. So, and rule number 9, respect everyone's privacy, is being part of this group requires mutual trust. Authentic expression discussions make groups great, but may also be sensitive and private. So, what's shared in the group should stay in the group. Now, basically what that means is, if you're in ATB, in any ATB group, whether it's Singles of the Triangle, Foodies, Gears, Passport, Alternative, if you screenshot something inside that group and you share to a person outside of ATB, whether it be in a private message or on your personal Facebook page, and it gets back to a moderator or if it gets back to a moderator or myself, the admin, you're instantly removed. There's no second chances or anything like that. And if you, on the other hand, take a screenshot of a PM that shows someone's face and their name and post it inside the group, that could be demeaning, could be, here's that term again, bullying, or it could project them in a negative light, then that's not means of removal, but it's a warning, and your post will be removed. I hope everybody understands that, because that causes a lot of confusion, and it doesn't matter how long you've been in ATB, or how close you are to any of the mods, or how friendly you think you are with them. That's just the way it is. Rules are rules. I think that's pretty fair, right, Nicole? What do you think?
Yeah, I do, and I think you're speaking from experience too, because you have to, like Mike, a lot of people don't realize this, but he has to patrol this 3,000 plus members, and it's really hard to do that. And that's why he has us to help him out. But when people are posting things outside of ATB, both ways, within ATB and outside of ATB, it can really cause problems. So if you get flagged, or if you get a text from us or a message from us, it's not that we're targeting you, it's because we're letting you know that that's not okay. So I think that it's really good that you brought that one up, because it's important, because people get really offended, and they shouldn't, because we're here to protect the group. So people don't realize this, but because it's behind the scenes, but I will say this, and I think that Mike won't mind me saying it, but if there's like a legal issue or if something is going on and it's brought to our attention, it's in our group's best interest for us to remove that person until everything is settled. And it's not that we're taking sides at all. It's because if it's in the public eye and it's presented to us, we have to protect our members, and it's just better for us to distance ourselves until everything is settled. And I hope people can understand that and not take offense to that, because, yeah.
We get stuff reported to us, people with criminal records, people that are felons, and, we do what we have to do to protect the group, and that's just the way it is. All right? And I think that dead horse is like, oh, it's coming back to life. We better hit it again. All right, so here it is.
Can you do that again?
Wait, my throat is still kind of jacked up from being sick, but hold on. Oh, yeah. I can't do it. All right, whatever. All right, so rule number 10, you must be single. Must be single. All right, now this is very hard for people to define, so I'm going to read it as is, verbatim, in the rules. Okay. Single in the dating world is used to refer to individuals who are not involved in a serious relationship, engaged, or married. If you are not involved in one of these three descriptions, you are welcome. Now, let me ask you, Nicole, what do you consider serious relationship?
I would say engaged, or at least 6 months in.
But
that's just my opinion.
You can't say engaged, because engaged is one of the options in the rules.
Well, if you're in a relationship, you're in a relationship. I think in your heart you know that. And if you're on here, then you shouldn't be. But there's also the socials group. So, if you're engaged, you shouldn't be on the singles site. If you are in a relationship, a committed relationship, and you know what that means, that doesn't need explanation. If you're with somebody and you're sharing your time with them, that's a committed relationship. Now, if you're dating like 3 or 4 girls, or if you're like swiping, like as you call it, or dating, I don't think that that's a serious relationship. That's my opinion.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but if you're in a serious relationship, then you shouldn't have a need to be in a singles group, right? Just what I'm thinking.
Absolutely not. No.
So
you can be on the socials group.
Yeah, of course. That's what the socials group is there for. It's for the people that are in serious relationships that met inside of Singles of the Triangle to go over to, so they can still hang out and go to the events. because, you know, a lot of people like going to the events and they like the friends they've made in singles, but they don't want to stay in singles and get hit on by all the single people if they're in a relationship. So, in my opinion, you know, and I love having members in singles, trust me, 3,000, baby, let's go. You know, 5,000 this year, I hope. But if you are in a serious relationship, you know it, your partner knows it, and if you're still in the singles group, then there's some other agenda. You are still looking, and you're not quite there on that serious relationship level. You see what I'm putting out here, Nicole? I think you do, right? Just a little.
Yeah.
But there is a exception to this rule. I do have moderators that are in relationships that are in the singles group, and that's fine. I encourage them to be in the singles group, okay? Because I want them in there to keep up with the events, to share to their groups if they're crossover events. And I want them to keep up with everything that's going on in the singles group, in the singles world. So you may message somebody that's in a relationship in singles, and they may not be single because they're a moderator, and that's fine. And that's okay. But
we got a question.
Oh, where's our question?
What if you meet someone in the group and start dating that person? Can you stay in the group for the friends that you made?
Okay. Joseph. That's a good question.
Yep.
That depends on the level of relationship with you and your partner. All right. Have you talked about this? Or are you going to go in the singles group and are you going to let it be known that you are in a relationship? Because if you let it know that you are in a relationship and you put yourself on the radar, then you're forcing myself and the moderators to act on that. Okay. It's like I told my moderators that are in relationships and in the singles group. I told them, don't go in there and flaunt it, because it pisses people off to see that you're in a relationship and they are struggling to find someone. But I want them in the group just so they can keep up with the events and stuff. So if you're single, okay, I'm sorry, if you're in a relationship and you're in singles of the triangle, don't go out there putting yourself on the radar saying that you're happy now because you met somebody in here and blah, 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 blah. If you're in there for the friends that you've made, I do encourage you to do this. Join socials and have those people join socials also. Okay? And then that way you don't lose that bond. But if you want to stay in there, it's one of those things that's, what's that expression? Hear no evil, see no evil. You know, it's kind of like that. What I don't see, I can't enforce. All right, so shh, keep it quiet. All right, I'm not encouraging you to stay in there if you're in a relationship, but I'm just telling you the ways. Don't go in there flaunting it. All right, what do you think about that, Nicole? You got anything to add on that one?
Yeah, I think it's a great question, because ultimately that's why we're all here in the singles group. It's to find someone, and when you do eventually find that person, of course it takes time and it's not going to happen overnight. So if you're dating someone, that's why I said 6 months earlier, and that's just me. I just put a number on it, but it could be like overnight that you fall in love with someone. But only you know that connection, and if you feel a connection towards someone, then to take it upon yourself to move over to socials, because most of the people that are in singles are also in socials, so you're still going to maintain that connection. But it's just not fair to the people that are looking to not have that open, like, it's just not fair. You have to be honest. I think one of the Jenny Mason said it. She said, just be honest, people, we're all grown. And that is 100% true. So
I agree. Yeah, that's it. I mean, you know if you're in singles and you're in a relationship, you know if you should be in there or not. You know, everybody's got an agenda. Everybody knows. It's just like the dating apps nowadays. You know, it's like a buffet. You know, you swipe. Oh, here's a good one right here. This is, wow. I don't know about you, but I like going to the Chinese buffet. All right. So my favorite dish at the Chinese buffet is sesame chicken. So I'm swiping. Oh, there's some sesame chicken right there. Oh my God, that's like 2 of them. Oh, okay. So I'm talking to this sesame chicken. Oh, we're good. We're good. But oh my God, I just swiped even better and hotter, spicier sesame chicken. So now I done disregarded that other sesame chicken. I just dove right into this one. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you have so many choices nowadays. And it's not really giving one person a fair shake. So it makes it hard. You got so many vehicles now you can use to find someone. Like Bumble, Tinder, Plenty of Fish, OkCupid, eHarmony, Match, Zoosk, Luxy. It's so many that you can use. That I know it makes it hard to commit to one person. You know, I'm sure you'd agree on that, right?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it is hard, but in your heart of hearts, you know when the time is to move over. So we leave that up to you, and we hope you're adults when you make that decision and you are aware of other people's feelings.
You know what? I do have one pet peeve I need to discuss right now, and that is the "I'm in a relationship" post. Really disturbs me. You will never know I'm in a relationship because I would never post it. The only people that would know I'm in a relationship are like my close friends and my children and the girl I'm in a relationship with. Please, if you just meet somebody in 2 weeks and you put "I'm in a relationship" and "I'm in love with these people" after I knew you just finished sleeping with somebody 2 weeks ago, just don't. Just don't. Eye rolls for days. It disturbs me. You will never know I'm in a relationship because I would never post it. The only people that would know I'm in a relationship are like my close friends and my children and the girl I'm in a relationship with. Please, if you just meet somebody in 2 weeks and you put "I'm in a relationship" and "I'm in love with these people" after I knew you just finished sleeping with somebody 2 weeks ago, just don't. Just don't. Eye rolls for days. All yours, Nicole.
No bueno. I think we're ready to move on to the next. Yeah, but I agree.
Oh, do we have a next? I don't know. That was just kind of like off the top right there, off the cuff. I just wanted to cover the "I'm in a relationship" one right there. But okay, so we've covered all the rules, all 1 through 10. Don't be easily offended. No hate speech. No negative posting. Privacy. Group contents and PMs. Must have profile pic. No charity spamming or fundraising allowed. No pity parties. No political, religion, or drug talk. Respect everyone's privacy and must be single. And we covered Pineapple Friday. Everybody knows what that's about. And we just covered your dildos and where you like to have sex and the positions earlier. And we also covered interrelationship posts. Oh wait, we got a comment, Sean Welch. The "it's complicated" status is even worse. If it's complicated, get out.
Oh yeah.
Oh, is that even a status? I didn't know that.
It is on Facebook. Yes.
Oh, that's.
Isn't that crazy? People actually use that. It's complicated. If somebody used that against me and I was their date, I'd be like, oh yeah, it's not complicated now.
That's basically just saying, yeah, I've got a friend with benefits and I'm still looking, basically. I mean, I think.
Yeah, that was insane that people actually use that and stay in the relationship with the person, even if it's complicated. That's whoever said it was comical. It is very comical. Stacy, yes, it is comical.
Oh, I don't know if she's referring to all the talk or the one subject, but I don't know. I just sit here and I'm still thinking about the "I'm in a relationship." That's the worst thing ever. Why would you even do that? I could see if you would do it if you're married and you want to share pictures of your wedding that you spent thousands of dollars on, and your beautiful dress and your nice suit with all your maids of honors and your grooms, and then I see "I'm in a relationship, I'm married." But if you meet somebody on ATB and after a week you probably sleep with them on the first date, and then you go out on your second date, and all of a sudden, oh my God, I'm in love. I'm in a relationship. I love this person. And then you type it up, and then bam, it's just ridiculous. Jenny Mason just made me laugh with her sesame chicken comment. You threw me off.
You're thinking about sesame chicken, and I'm thinking about General Tso chicken.
And you know what? I haven't had, because I'm on this freaking diet, and I haven't had Chinese since October. So I'm dying. I'm definitely thinking about some extra hot and spicy sesame chicken from this little Chinese spot here in the taint of North Carolina, which is Creedmoor. The China Walk. They have the best chicken ever. So, yeah. What you got, Nicole?
Did you just say taint? What's a taint? I thought a taint was like the piece of skin between. You said.
I said the taint.
Right?
The taint of North Carolina. Go ahead. What do you think the taint is?
I thought that was like the piece of your taint meat. My ex-boyfriend told me that was like the piece of skin between your.
Is it kind of weird that you cut out when you were describing it?
I don't know. Sorry. I've only heard taint meat.
Like this. The taint is the space between your genitalia and your anus. Okay, that is the taint.
That's what I said. Okay, I'm right.
Well, yeah, you were like cutting out. I think you were cutting out because I couldn't hear you when you were trying to describe that. So when I'm thinking, I don't know, is that the jazz? The taint equals the booty, and the taint. Oh my God.
Oh jeez, is that what you think of when you think of Chinese food?
Oh no. I think delicious. Well, you know what? It all depends. Sometimes the taint can be delicious. Depends on who it belongs to. All right. Oh Jesus. Guys, don't you even roll your eyes. You know you guys are freaks out there. I've heard the talk. I see what's going on in freaking Uncensored. Oh, you know what? Speaking of which, since I've got like 26 viewers out there, so tonight it snowed and we were supposed to do ATB Idol. So ATB Idol was canceled along with another ATB event going on in Apex at Darty's. So the ATB Idol is going to be pushed back another week. So week 2 will be next week. So if there's any singers out there listening to this, make sure you email myself or Richard. Let us know if you're going to be able to sing next week, or if not, let us know when you will be able to, whether week 3, 4, or week 3 or 4. All right. If you live in Greensboro, anywhere out west, like from Hillsboro on out west, you need to join Piedmont. You need to get in touch with Jasmine Graves, Miss Jasmine ATB. Join her group and get that group going.
There's a lot of people posting about events not being held in their area, and I just wanted to say, as long as there's not a mega event going on, I think it's important that if there's not a get-together or something scheduled, feel free to reach out to one of the moderators or to Mike, or to, on your own, create a get-together in your area, because obviously there's only a few of us in certain locations and we can't accommodate everyone's schedule. But there's been several times where I've seen posts that there's never anything in a certain area, and it's not because we can't or don't want to be there. It's that, I think each of us does 1 or 2 things a week, and that's a lot. And if we can't get to your area, please create something on your own and tag us, and we will try to put it out there so that people will come.
And you know what? That just reminded me of something too. I'm glad you said that. So Facebook only allows a group to post 10 rules. Okay. And those 10 rules, you have a certain amount of characters you can write. So you really can't be in detail the way I want to anyway. So as far as events, so members aren't allowed to post events in groups, especially in singles. Now, some other groups like Spin Seed, just single parents in North Carolina, members can post events, but in SOT, you can only post get-togethers. And it's important that when you post your get-together, make sure you look at the events and make sure a mega event isn't going on that night. Now, mega events are like the big stuff, like we just had Love Fest, the formal, the Christmas party, anything that's huge like that, and you see mega beside it, don't post anything to compete against it. I don't care where it is. If it's within 50 miles, you cannot post. Okay? That's just fair to myself and the moderators because we work hard to build these events up for all you guys to have a good time. So we don't feel like we need anyone within 50 miles of the group trying to compete with those events because we want the biggest turnout we can at those individual events. So yes, we encourage everyone, make get-togethers. Make them. Just make sure they're not on nights with get-togethers within 50 miles. And I hope everybody understands the whole reasoning behind that. You understood it, right, Nicole? You got that?
I did, yeah. And yeah, we definitely understand. We all understand that there's a lot that goes in. People that want to do like movie events or outdoors events, that is wonderful. We are all for that. If you tag us or if you reach out to a moderator and say, hey, look, I want to do a hike at this location, or I want to do an outdoor movie, or I want to do bowling. If you reach out to us, we could probably push it out for you. And I personally would be happy to do that. It's not that we only want to do stuff at night. It's just most of us do work during the day. So for the day, or if we have children, that's hard too. But if you let us know in advance, we can definitely help you organize something.
That's right. Also, one last shameless plug. We got on March the 25th, myself, Gina Carucci, and Brandon Cuthrell are going to be on the Great Love Debate. That's going to be a Charlie Goodnights starting at, I believe it's 9 o'clock. Tickets are $25. It's basically a panel of people on stage that are going to be debating about dating in the Raleigh Triangle area. There's going to be questions from the crowd, and check it out on YouTube. They've had like celebrities on this thing, and it's been all over the world. And somehow they picked us three to be on this damn show because they think we have stuff to offer as far as input about sex and relationships. Ha! Sex? Well, they should be asking, wait, when's the last time you had sex, Nicole? You said 6 months?
A long time.
Long time? What, like
Probably like
year?
a year.
A year? No wonder you were so interested in everybody's dildos earlier, trying to get your stock up.
Yep.
All right. Well, I think I'm tapped out. How about you? You got anything else? Oh,
I'm pretty tapped. I'm good.
you wish you were tapped, don't you? From behind in a church. All right. Well, hey, Nicole, thanks for joining me tonight on this sporadic edition of Hammered. Thank you all for joining us tonight. We hope you stay safe from this snow, stay warm, and we hope that you are cuddled up with some fine person. Unlike me, I've got 5 pillows on my bed that's going to feel the wrath later. So, good night, Nicole. Thanks again. Good night, everybody out there in ATB land.
Good night, everybody.
We will see you later. Peace. And don't forget, check the events tab.